Welcome back, guys. And if you remember from the last video, we were setting up our rabbit cages, or drying rack for our meat here. And the rabbit cages, they actually work quite well. I finished the other two just because I had the time to do it, and we got a few fires lit because it was nighttime not too long ago, and I was able to figure out how to acquire feathers. You see here one just floating in the air. You can either kill a bird and it will drop 3 feathers, which is kind of hard to get them all because they kind of float away. But also a bird just flying away there, as you see, it just dropped a feather. So that is how you acquire feathers, is by killing the birds or just allowing them to fly away. And I found a good spot for the birds to be is right here. You see I have killed many and they just seem to land there often, and there goes another one. I will let him live though. So we'll go over here, I'll show you a bit of the rabbit trap. I come up to him, get the little circle there to light up. I take him, I have the rabbit in my hand, and I'll go and put him in my rabbit cage if he will fit. You'll be able to see that I've already caught a few others there. So now I have 5 rabbits in there. I don't have to leave my base to go out and get food. I can just, take them from there. And then I just come back out here, and I can reset my trap. Just look over the top of it and hit E, and the trap is reset. So now I have basically unlimited supply of rabbits. I have unlimited supply of fish here. So basically, there's not much more to do, but there's still a lot of things to build, such as a wood bench, a gazebo, tree houses, houseboats, and things like that, and even expanding just to a huge base. So now I actually want to experiment a bit with the arrows and see if I can't get a deer or something hanging on this drying rack here. I killed a deer earlier with my axe, and unfortunately I was not able to do anything with it. I just did not get the option. So I wanted to make a bow, and I want to make the arrows, which I have the arrows now. So I don't have the arrows. I need to go out and pick up some sticks, so we'll go ahead and do that. But I do have 15 feathers. That should make me 3 arrows. In a normal hunting situation, you normally only bring 3 bullets for a gun, and I think you should bring I think you should bring, just quite a bit more arrows than that. But usually 1 arrow or 1 bullet is basically all you're going to get to shoot off at a deer before it gets spooked and just runs. Arrow not so much, but a bullet definitely. So we'll go ahead and, oh man, not this again. I had such a good streak, man, off video trying to get the extra 60 sticks for the rabbit cages. Worked great. There we go. So I need 1 stick per arrow. So I have 2 sticks now. I just need 1 more to be able to make my 3rd arrow. And I should find one on the ground. At least that's the plan. Oh well, maybe. There we go. So we'll go ahead and grab the sticks that I need, and we'll go back to my base. And here's the big pond I was talking about, I believe, in the first video. And wow, that's a turtle. I've never seen a turtle. In real life I have, but I don't have a use for him. I have plenty of food, so I'm going to let the turtle survive. I'm not that cruel. But unfortunately for a few deers, if I can manage to hit them, the bow doesn't really have the best sights on it. But I haven't had an arrow drawn in it yet, so I don't know exactly where the arrow will be. So we'll go and get back up to the base here. It's not necessary for building or anything. So we'll throw the arrow in, and we'll throw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feathers. And there's me. Okay, so actually it makes more arrows than what I expected. 1 stick and 5 arrows makes like 5 feathers, I believe. So that was all I had. Okay. So now I do have my arrow, I have my bow, and you can see now the arrow is now drawn in it. So what we'll do is, there is a deer. I don't know how to aim this thing though. We'll just go for the easy one. I don't want to waste an arrow, I got plenty. I had more than I expected to make. That was a miss. That was another miss. I'm bad. There we go. Deer is now dead. I shot it with an arrow. But see, unfortunately, I still cannot, do anything with it. So maybe I just need to like shove it over to my drying rack. I really hope not. This is just terrible. I'm hoping I'm able to at least get something out of it, because all this is new. The drying rack, the deers, all that's new added in. So maybe there's no, feature for it yet, but they plan to be one. So hunting may be out of the question, other than rabbits, which is completely working fine. More rabbits than I expected. All I had up is 3 traps, and I basically have unlimited supply of rabbits and fish. So if hunting doesn't go too well, because I don't think, I shouldn't be required to push this deer. So if the hunting doesn't go too well, I'll go out and I'll explore the map a bit, and maybe find some plants that allow me to pick seeds off of them and plant them in the garden. Which, having to put the garden on grassy land, it appears there's weeds in my garden, but there's actually not. There's nothing I can do about that, which would be pretty cool if you could get rid of you could just de-weed stuff. Let's push this over here, and hopefully it doesn't get trapped in my noose. Oh man, it's at a place to where I'm not able to move it. So I shouldn't have to do this though. I'm going to trigger that trap. I will set it back there here in a minute. So I need to eat soon. I'll go grab a rabbit. I'll figure out how to do that. But not the ladder. We'll go back to my axe here, and I'll set the strap back just by hitting E. And it appears I can't do anything with that. Get rid of the ladder glitch. Just gotta have to double tap it. And hitting the deer, it does nothing to it. So I'm not sure exactly how I use the deers currently. I mean, it's obviously supposed to be hanging up there, but I really don't know. And nothing went into my inventory that seems to be of any kind of use, so don't know. It's like tree sap can upgrade weapons, so I'm going to see what we can do with it. I don't see anything doing anything there. So apparently, oh wow, so I guess it's not a smart idea, because I have to remove one by one too. So whatever I added, I have to remove it. But it says you can upgrade weapons, infinitely with that. But I don't know exactly how it means. But so that deer, it just despawned. So apparently you can't do anything with deers yet, which is unfortunate. But I caught a fucking raccoon. Look at it, it's trying to dig out. Did I actually grab the fucking thing? Okay, so you can't grab raccoons, you just have to free them. Which is no problem. I don't plan on eating a raccoon anyways. So we'll go back into the base here, and we'll figure out what to do with the rabbits. And apparently I can't cook a live rabbit. So I don't know what to do with it. I mean, are they just pets or something? Okay, so I left click, and it basically kills it. So now I can go into my inventory, I can grab the rabbit, and I can put it on the fire to cook. We'll go ahead and stoke it just to get the fire going. This is a good thing about the fire pit, because you don't want to have just a used up fire, basic fire here that you cannot cook anything with. You actually want to be able to have a use for the fire. So building a fire pit takes a little bit more time, but at the same time you can relight it and continue to use it. So building this over the basic fire is way more recommended, at least by me. So now I have everything ate. I like to save the game after each little progress thing. Now that I do have arrows, which aren't technically too good, I guess, because I can't really aim, but I can get on top of my shed there just by jumping, and I'm able to, secure the base around me. If any mutants come around, I can kind of snipe down a few. So we'll go ahead and save the game now. Really disappointed though about the hunting not being able to work with the deers, but that's fine. So we'll go out and explore a bit now. Get to see more of the landscape and just the area in general. And I'm hoping to be able to find some plants that I can grab seeds from and actually plant them in the garden. I'm pretty sure that feature works because it was added in basically when the game got released. So we'll just have to go out and see what all I can grab stuff from. And it should give me like an E option to grab stuff off the plants. I don't know if I have to attack them maybe. I can't do anything with those unless it's just buggy like the stick trees are. So it appears it's getting kind of light outside, but the sun does get blocked by the trees, so that's actually pretty cool. But now we just gotta go out and find some trees that allow me to take seeds from them. And normally they'll look pretty obvious, like I've seen some before when I played, but I just didn't really know what to do with them. So we'll just have to continue going until we actually find something. Right, there we go. See the purple flower here? I grab it and a cone flower was collected. I don't know if those are edible or if I can plant them in the garden or not, but we'll just have to see. And that would be a stick. Here's a nice little overview, and there seems to be a pine down there, so up here would be a nice little place to build a shelter. But at the same time, you kind of just want to build everything close to the actual, lakes and pines and stuff. Which if you have intentions on making a huge base, it's not that big of a deal because you can just keep expanding until you cover whatever ground that you want to cover. But where I put my base at, I believe it's just a perfect spot. And there's many and many of these little areas with pines and things around, so you can basically just go out, just scout the place, find the area that you want to build in. But I built mine where my plane crashed just because it already had everything around it. I had a plane there that I can possibly build a second base in that I'm pretty much secured from, because I can crouch under the plane where it's opened up at. Then I can uncrouch and jump, and I'll be up in the plane, and nobody else can get me in there. So it's kind of like a fail-safe if my base gets raided. So I'm not going to explore too much more. I was hoping to find more seeds than what I did. I don't know how many I grabbed, but I can eat those only. So I don't even know if I can actually able to plant those or not. But we are going to go out and wander more. There's a raccoon there in front of me. I believe there's a cave right here. Or I believe it's on the other side of this, because I do remember this area. I have been exploring a bit. It appears there's a tribal camp that is now placed up here. So it looks like they're building themselves some more camps. So I'm just going to go ahead and get down the hill and avoid them. Also, try to avoid from running down the hills, because if it's on a hill too steep, you'll actually take damage. And I think it drains like a half amount of your HP if you kind of like jump down the hill. So that's just something to watch out for. I'm not finding anything else that I can collect a seed from. There's some orange mushrooms here though, so I swear that was an orange mushroom and they've been safe to eat. They have different texture looking though than the others, so maybe not. Guess it's just something to learn. It still is restoring my energy, so I guess you can sacrifice a bit of HP just to eat them if you need energy. Doesn't appear I'm able to collect anything else seed-like. And those coneflowers were only edible, so I don't know how I'll plant them in the garden or not, but I think you should be able to actually plant in the garden. I was reading on a thread a while back, and people were asking about that, and they just said certain plants you can grab stuff from, and then you can go to the garden and plant them. So maybe if I don't eat these, the coneflowers, I can actually plant them and grow more at my base. Or house, however you want to say it. Okay, these might be safe. Okay, yeah. The orange mushrooms that are round, they are not safe. They're poisonous, and the orange mushrooms that kind of have weird indentions cut into them, and they're not a perfect circle, they are bad. But these tan ones are good. I know that for sure. The round tan ones are fine. The red spotted ones are bad. They are poisonous. Do not eat those. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to find any more plants. Some birds there, though. Seagulls. So I'm going to go ahead and head back to my base, and we'll see if we can get the garden going. But I'm still disappointed about the actual something berries there. Those are poisonous. They're kind of light grayish looking. But yeah, I'm disappointed about the hunting not working. I made the bow, got the arrows, shot a deer, and unfortunately I could not do anything with it. So I guess just avoid killing the deers for now and the raccoons, because there's nothing you can really do with them. Unless you just want to be a psycho murderer and just murder all the animals here. Because, I mean, they do just spawn back. And there's a smooth one which is poisonous. There's another smooth one which is poisonous. Another one. So yes, avoid the smooth looking orange mushrooms, but you can eat the rough looking ones. So yeah, we'll go ahead and walk back to the base. I don't know how far out I was. You don't really have to pay attention to that, just because you have a house icon there that lets you know where you're at. But I'm going to just eat this mushroom here because it's safe. And I'm gonna go over here and check on these campsites to see if there's anything beneficial for me. It's like more. You can find passengers. I don't know exactly what you get when you find 130 passengers. But I'm just grabbing more circuit boards and stuff. So yeah, it's getting dark now very quickly. And game kind of froze, or I just ran into a stick. Yeah, I just ran into a stick. So I'm gonna go ahead and run back to my base. I can see an orange light up there, which is my base, and there's the big pond. You can hear the goose, or the geese actually, because there's multiple there. So yeah, having those fires around my base, I think the ones on the outside may stay lit forever. I really don't know. I haven't lit them in a while, and it seems to have great light right now. So we'll go and get back to the base. Well, I wasn't too far out. I kind of just made just a circle there. So it appears some are lit and some are not. You don't need to light them all, I guess. But it appears I can't do anything here at all. So maybe the garden feature and the deer and the drying rack over there aren't really useful for now. So I don't think I can, did not mean to pull that out. I can either eat it or I don't know exactly what to do with them. I don't know what to add there. Definitely not a leg or a head. I need to get rid of those, and teeth. I don't know why I have teeth and shit, but whatever. See, apparently they're kind of useless. I can't do anything with these. It's just kind of unfortunate. I was hoping to, be able to get me a garden going. But, nonetheless, I do have unlimited supply of fish and rabbits now. So basically just building your base and getting everything all defensed up is basically the goals. I'm going to go ahead and eat these flowers just to see what they do, because I've never ate them before. And nothing, I guess. Unless I can shit out a seed or something and plant it. But yeah, so apparently you can't garden and you can't hunt the deers. You can kill the deers, but it's not beneficial because you can't do anything with them right now. But the new update is being released, so in 5 days, so I suspect in a week they will have all that finished. But the next video will basically be me out exploring more and maybe exploring some of the caves and taking on more of the mutants and, just trying to run them out of my areas and maybe get a few FEs done. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe and leave a like. It would help me out so much, and we'll see you in the next one.